Capricorn, how are you this morning? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This one is going to be for Tuesday, September 23rd through Thursday, excuse me, September 25th. Yes, that's late. I'm sorry. Things happen sometimes, and this one's coming in late. But at any rate, I will be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings and get you through the weekend. And that's kind of the whole deal. Okay? All right. We're just going to pull and see whatever they want to talk about. Spirit, that is, and then we'll move on from there. Okay. This one's going to be, losing my voice, for my Capricorn. Capricorn. Here we go. Okay. What are we starting with, Capricorn? You're starting with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? Followed by the Knight of Wands. And in the challenge position, we're going to have the Knight of Cups. Alrighty then. Well, action-orientated, let's start there. So at any rate, this is your backstory. So this is telling me what is the foundation we're building forward from for this reading. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. So Knight of Pentacles would talk of being very stagnant. So it's the slowest moving card we have in the deck. It's all about your mind's going real fast, but you're not getting much traction on whatever it is you're trying to put together, at least not yet. Knight of Wands would be the opposite of that, really. That's all about moving forward, fast, passion, inspiration, getting to where you need to go, right? Moving now, thinking about it later. So here in the recent past, I think you must have felt stagnant for some time while you tried to figure out exactly which direction you wanted to go with something. And then all of a sudden, when you finally decided to get going, it took off too fast, right? So it went from no movement to too fast. And what was the obstacle here? And it's the Knight of Cups. So you're trying to figure out a way to rush in and save something. Something looks like it's in distress, something in your life. And you're trying to come up with a plan and figure out how to go save it. So for a minute, you were trying to plan ahead and figure out what you were going to do, and you were getting no motion at all. And then once you did start to go towards the thing to save it, it took off too fast. Everything took off too fast. All right, that's what we're starting with, so that's where we're going. So we're going to open it there. So where are we at now then? This was your backstory. Okay, where are we at now? Now we've got the Two of Cups, okay, the Queen of Swords, the challenge is the Ten of Cups. So what we are talking about here that was in distress is obviously a divine union, okay? So currently you have said divine union right there next to you. You are presenting here as the Queen of Swords. So for whatever reason, you are coming through as somebody who's very defensive with your sword drawn. I don't know whether or not you're defensive because of this person, meaning I'm not sure that this person's done anything to make you this way. Maybe this was done by people before this person, right? But you are tired of bullshit. You don't want anybody else to not give you the whole truth. So you come into this already very defensive, okay? The obstacle here is the Ten of Cups, because the obstacle is the fact that despite all your defensiveness, this has great potential to turn into your emotional fulfillment. Okay? All right, let's see where we're going in the near future. Okay, what do we got? In the near future, I'm looking at the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Swords. So in the near future, this is all about trying to plan for your future. You're forward facing. You're definitely trying to move forward with this situation. And it looks like they are too. So together you guys are moving forward. The next card over is the Hierophant. This would tell me that this situation right here is beginning to definitely evolve into a higher level of commitment. And the challenge in the near future becomes the Nine of Swords, because you are so stressed out and worried about the other shoe dropping or something going wrong that you could almost stand to sabotage this with your fear, is what I see here in the near future. Okay, what do we have on the bottom of the deck? I've got the Strength card, the Eight of Cups, and the Devil. I get the feeling that as much as you want this to work and as much as you want this to evolve forward, as soon as it starts to actually take off that way, maybe that's why we went from Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands, huh? As soon as this finally starts to go in the direction that you've been working towards getting it to go in, as soon as it does, you suddenly panic, and now you're not sure if you can do it. Like once it's time for this to evolve to the next level or whatever, You're afraid to leave the level you were just on. You know, you're not sure what's ahead of you, so you're scared to go forward. I mean, and with that kind of fear, the devil will play on that. That's why the devil's here. You know, if you fear something so much, then that's exactly what will happen. All right, what else we got? I've got the Star card, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords. The Star card says you continue to hold on to hope and faith in the future, which is a plus. The Seven of Cups, you are, I don't know, you're looking at your options. You're realizing you have options. You're worried about their options. And there's something here about options. And then the Ace of Swords is the Sword of Truth. Exactly what I see here, Capricorn, is really you have been working towards trying to find this kind of relationship that you currently have and trying to build it to be what you want it to be. And it feels like it's been an extended struggle to get to this point. And now you are there, okay? That's why we went Knight of Pentacles to Knight of Wands, because you've gone from all the planning, the trying to figure out whatever else. Now you're there, and it's going to take off all of a sudden, and you're scared to death. You're so scared that you're toying with the idea of just sabotaging the whole thing because you're not sure if you can do it. You don't know what's around the corner, and that's terrifying to you because you have no control over it, which is normal, but not to the extent where you think you're going to sabotage it. Come on now. All right, give me 3 more and we'll do the days of the week. I have the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, and Temperance. There's definitely no shortage of passion here. The Temperance, this is supposed to bring about a sense of healing and balance to your life. But the High Priestess, what you need to do is talk about it. Talk to this person about it. See if you can't find some kind of clarity. But you're not. You're being silent. The fact that you are so messed up over all this is a secret. You're not letting them know. That is stupid. I'm just letting you know. That's dumb. If you have this much of a problem with somebody that you're trying to build a life with, then you should definitely communicate that, okay? If they see you as weak, then maybe they're not the right person. I don't know. All right, what do we got for the days of the week? Tuesday, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. I mean, this is a solid opportunity to move this forward. This is what you have worked for. But you got to let it happen. Wednesday, I've got the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. You're all up in your head because you're afraid you're not going to fit into this next level that you're supposed to go to here. Thursday, you've got the 4 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles, you're trying to hang on. It's like you're trying to hang on to the place that you just wanted to evolve out of. Because at least there you felt comfortable. 3 of Pentacles, it's all over a collaboration. You got to let this move forward. I understand fear, but this is fear that's like paralyzing. Nothing's that bad, Capricorn. Nothing that's going to happen is that bad, okay? You have the strength to get through this. You just have to push forward. That's what I see, okay? This is all just about you being afraid. You finally getting what you've worked for, and now you're scared of it. Okay, well then, I guess, bite the bullet and keep going. All you can do is just keep going. Keep pushing, okay? You've come too far to go backwards now. All right, that's what I have for you for this week, Capricorn. No matter what the cards say, go make it the best week you possibly can. If you got this far in the video and you don't mind, can you tap the like, share, follow, comment, all of them, some of them, any of them, whatever. I hate to beg like that, but it helps the algorithm and gets me out there more. And I greatly appreciate you for any and all of it, okay? If you're looking for a private reading, send me a message. Just DM me. I'll get you the details. We'll work it out. I'll never reach out to you first if somebody does. They're a fake, a phony, and a fraud. It's not me, okay? I don't have a backup account. This one's it. That's it. All right. Take care. Thank you.